What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody had a great day. Do a little nighttime energy check. I have been out driving all day and got home and got showered. The kids are with their dad. So I wanted to jump on and check in with Spirit about the energy and see how all you guys are doing. See if we can get some messages. Fair warning, not sure what's going to come out. I'm feeling a little a little fiery. My friend Wes over at Galactic Lion shared a video on his community page today that was talking about, it was an interview, and they were talking about the World Health Organization and some of the nefarious plots and plans of the world dominators, the would-be world dominators that really have no interest or care in the well-being of the common man and woman, and it's pretty disturbing. So I will attempt not to let all that all that come through, so we can get a clear message. But it made me realize that because of so much of my personal life going on the past 8 years, that some of the passion I had for being a matrix buster and a world changer and caring, like having the energy and the will and the drive to care about something outside of self-preservation and preserving my children's well-being and all of that, that I had just sort of lost all my fire, and I just stopped looking, and sometimes that can be good because there's a lot of fear-mongering, there's a lot of intentional distraction to keep us away from the real issues anyway. But it was interesting watching that video today. Really lit something back up in me, and I don't know where that'll go. I've left the intention with this channel kind of open, and I've made it very clear that part of it is my own healing and restoring my voice, restoring my courage and confidence and all the things that have taken a hit over the last several years. So we will see. And if you have found this video or found this channel and are here, I'm so glad. Welcome. And I welcome your comments, and I love interacting with you guys, some of you that I've met recently. So yeah, just wanted to let all that out. Okay, I'm going to call in our spirit guides, our angels, ask that they step forward and speak through me to deliver a message for the highest good of all, for whoever's listening and whenever you're listening. We thank you so much to all the benevolent guides and ancestors that choose to work with us during this time of great turmoil on earth, that seek to restore us to our power and our divine nature, because when that is restored in humanity, the nefarious ones have no chance. So thank you, guides, thank you, angels, and thank you, ancestors. Please use me to help in whatever way I can. Thank you. All right, we're going to start with the energy oracle. Let's see what wants to come out here. I recently found this Aztec Love Song that's playing. I found it on YouTube, and it is so magical. It's got a bunch of drumming and this woman's voice, and then it has the masculine voice. Whew, it is so magical. Okay, let me shut up for a second. What's the most important information that the viewer can know right now, Spirit? Y'all telling me not to use this deck? Let's see. First card out, the Temple Path, number 12. Let me adjust this light a little bit. There we go. I'm sure some of you guys resonate with the Temple Path. Let's get a few more before I get the interpretation that I'm feeling. What do we need to know with the Temple Path Spirit? What do we need to know with the Temple Path? 53, the Magician in the Mirror. So again, you can be getting your own messages right now while I'm shuffling. I'm going to get a couple more before I start translating. "42, woman holding a coin. Anything else with this spirit? She's got her black cat with her. The black cat's wearing purple to match the lady's dress. It's cute. We got this one yesterday, but guess what? Came out in reverse. All tied up in reverse. Okay. Let's start with that. Bottom of the deck. Cornucopia. Okay. With the Temple Path, we're talking about a sacred path. We're talking about a spiritual path. A road less traveled, if you will, especially in this day and age. So I could be talking to some seekers, to some old souls that have walked the Temple Path before and are here again to walk it with brothers and sisters that you've walked it with before. The Magician in the Mirror feels like a guide right now. This feels like a guide for the Temple Path, reminding us of the alchemy of balancing those polar opposites, the fire and the water. The eternal balance. He's got the infinity symbol, reminding us that we do command the elements here in this realm if we choose to. As one of the parts of the Temple Path. You know what, I'm going to see what the book says about this woman holding a coin, because she looks a little, she doesn't look very happy. What do you guys think? And I love 42. That's one of my numbers. One of my viewers, that's one of his numbers too. But she just doesn't look too happy. So I'm really curious. I don't usually look at this book, but bear with me, please. The keywords are female connection in money, health, or value. The elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair holding a bright gold coin. When the card comes upright in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly and to a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. That's positive. And then if you are a male viewing this, it could signal a woman who's coming in to support you in the way that you make money or in your own self-value, health, that sort of thing. So, okay, well, I can't get over her face though. She looks like she just is so, like, I don't know, she's got that, I can't wear anything around my neck. It's a past life way that I died that I believe keeps me from that, but she just looks so stuffy. I want to say, like, loosen up, lady, but that's okay. I like the message of it. And then I love this because yesterday we had this paradox between being all tied up and also feeling this call to action, this want and desire and, you know, internal feeling of wanting to take action but being all tied up. And look what a day can do to the energy. So collective, especially if you watched the one yesterday, you know, maybe, and if you haven't, go back and watch it, but, you know, maybe kind of like I had the video today that my friend shared, you know, maybe something in the last 24 hours has re-sparked an old passion, has re-sparked an old idea that maybe you had to abandon because of life circumstances, or, you know, it just wasn't the right time, or you tried to get it off the ground and it didn't happen. So whatever has been keeping you all tied up, it could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be really anything. It could literally be anything. But it seems like that's turning around, and I love that for us. Yay. So let's take a second and see if the guides want to give us any clarity with our big combo deck here. I'm so curious on the playback, like how that volume is, if I have it too loud or not loud enough, because I really wanted you guys to hear it. It's so cool. I'll post a link in the description so that they'll get credit, whoever created this. What do we need to know to clarify the message we've gotten so far about walking the temple path? You know, I like that these two came out together too, the temple path and the woman holding a coin, because sometimes we can internalize the message that walking a spiritual path, that following, you know, the road less traveled than what society says, that has to be separate from also having the material things that you want or need to survive in this world, because, you know, we're still in the 3D, and that can be a misconception, and it can be a block to actually, you know, I was thinking about it the other day, and one of my dreams is to travel around the country in an RV, some sort of house on wheels, and to be able to just be led by spirit and just bless people along the path. And so I can't do that without money. It's just a fact, you know? And so, I mean, I could go bless people and give them a hug, and that's great, and that's an energy exchange, and talk to them, but I want to be able to really bless people who are struggling and who need help the way I've needed help the past 8 years, and how God has put people in my life who have helped me and my kids to be able to make it where we are now, and back in our own home, and having, you know, a place that's safe and a sanctuary. So that requires money still in this world. So I love that those came out together. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. There doesn't, obviously, when you're walking a spiritual path, you learn that there's much more than the material world. So you know that ultimately, as a soul, that's not what's most important, but it allows you to express your soul in a way that you want to, without having to be stuck in survival mode. In survival mode, we can't access those higher levels of consciousness as easily because anxiety, stress, those sort of things can get in the way of that. So thank you, Spirit. I really like that I looked in the book for that too, because I was looking at her like she was like all snotty and snooty. Oh goodness. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Please and thank you. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's already 15 minutes. I knew I would be chatty tonight, so that's okay. You can speed up the video or whatever. I appreciate y'all watching and hanging out with me. The Fool. Trust. Takes a lot of trust to take the road less traveled, right? Takes a lot. Especially when challenges come along and it could be so easy to fall back into, well, I guess I'm just going to go get a 9-to-5 job and be a slave to the system. And no offense and nothing wrong with that to anybody that does that, you know, but like, if you know that for your soul you have to be autonomous and sovereign and be your own boss in whatever way that means, you know, even if you're working with other people, but you decide you're not clocking in, clocking out, you know, all of that, it does take a lot of trust. And I feel like I'm talking to some people that are either embarking on that journey or who have and who understand the level of trust that it takes. And it takes trust every step of the way, right? Because Spirit presents us with new tasks, new assignments, and we just have to keep trusting. What else, Spirit? What else to close out this part of the reading? I did get out the Star Dragon deck today. I want to see a couple of those and maybe a couple of animals too. You know what? I'm feeling called to put this down. I think that we got a good message there. So this is the Star Dragon deck. It matches a dragon with a dragon rider and a constellation. And I do use the book for this one because it tells a message from each of the components on the card. Whoa. All right. Well, two of them wanted to come out right away. The first card of the deck, Vision, contemplating the future. Love that. And 13, Challenge, standing up for your rights. Yeah, we gotta stand up for our rights. And we do have celestial support, and we do have support from beings from, you know, other dimensions and realms, you know, that know that we are divinity in form, and that we have been systematically oppressed from that memory and that knowledge that's programmed into our DNA, you know, and it's been heavily tampered with and suppressed and through so many methods, you know. And yeah, when you're in those challenging moments, whether it's when you're feeling all tied up or, you know, you're struggling with the material needs because you're trying to walk that spiritual path, whatever challenge it is, you can call on these celestial beings who hold so much power, and they remind you of your power. I mean, look at that dragon. Like, if you knew you had this guy on your side and behind your back, is there any challenge you'd be scared to face, you know? So let's just see real quick what constellations those are in case you guys have some galactic origins that resonate with these. Let's see. Oh, no way! Number 1 is the Lupus constellation, which is the wolf. Lupus means wolf in Latin. I knew I was wearing my wolf shirt for a reason. So the star is Kikuwan, Alpha Lupi, Wisdom of the Herald. What is your place in the stars, and what is your future? Sometimes it is difficult to discern, but gazing out into the great unknown is worthwhile. Develop your vision, and gaze out into your future to harness your knowledge of the path that best serves you. Open your eyes with innocence and wonder. That's what the Fool card is all about, is innocence. Returning to the innocence of your true soul essence before it got, traumatized and beat down by life and, placed into like survival and fear mode by all of the madness of this world. And yeah, return to that innocence and childlike wonder. Jesus said we can't, pass through the eye of the needle, right? Without the, oh my God, I can't believe I just botched that. Hold on. We have to have the eyes of a child, the heart of a child. Oh my God. Sorry, Jesus. Oh, Lordy. Okay, the wisdom of the dragon in this card is gaze forth with eyes that pierce into the veil of the very galaxy and know that the answer to each question you ask can be found in your mind's eye. Look within. You have a mighty vision, an ability to see what comes next. Tap into your intuitive powers. The Star Dragon Invocation. Seek and you will find. Go on a vision quest and harness your ability to gaze into the future with confidence. Now is the time to contemplate and harness your wisdom for the great journey ahead. Okay, that was beautiful. I'm losing my voice, I think. Clear that throat chakra. Okay, 13. Hercules. The star is Corniforus, which is the beta star in this constellation. Wisdom of the Herald. Time to solve that problem, conquer your fears and foes, and stand powerful and strong, and claim your rights. You are a fierce warrior who is fully equipped to take on insurmountable obstacles. Ball your fist and unsheathe your sword, warriors. The time has come for action. Slay the dragon. Not our ally dragons, though. The proverbial dragon, right? Yeah, it's really funny that they put that in this book, though, since it's a dragon book. Okay. Wisdom of the dragon. You will only be stronger through every challenge and obstacle. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Respect the difficulty of the situation. No matter how difficult, the hardship will give you wisdom. Are you strong enough to face it? And the invocation. Confront a challenge in your life with daring and bravery. Don't avoid the subject or fall back on niceties. It's time to confront this head on. Stand up for your rights and face the challenge. I'm going to close with that. I love you, animals. We'll see what the bottom of the deck is. I'm not going to shuffle. Determination goes right along with the message. I feel like the angels and spirit guides and like, it just never fails to amaze me how they can just speak so coherently, you know what I mean, through different decks, different cards, and it's like it all just comes together. I never know what the message is going to be about, but Salmon tells us you know where you are going and you will get there. Thank you, Salmon. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or day or whenever you're watching this. And I send you many blessings and much joy and love and peace. Bye.